Hey, it's me, GV, and welcome to a brand new game on this channel, ladies and gentlemen. This game is called You Will, in parentheses, Not Remain. This is an interesting one. I loved, once again, we're trying to go into something, blind without knowing much about this at all. It has very positive Steam reviews. It just released recently on Steam. It says, you must stay in your apartment as the city around you falls into an eldritch horror. And I saw a little bit of screenshots and it looked really cool to me. So I don't know anything about this. Oh, look at that. I don't know anything about this game, but it sounds interesting. Once again, it's free. Again, I'm not going for the free games. It's just the ones that interest me the most, and they just happen to be free so far. So yeah, free on Steam if you want to give this one a shot. But let's see. Controls, movement is WASD, interactive space, full screen's F. So warning at the start of this, there was a warning before this main screen that said something to the likes of, this deals with some heavy mental health type stuff. So if you are not, wanting to engage with that on any level, depression, anxiety, it even said, and again, I hate YouTube so much. I don't even know if I can say this or if YouTube will pick it up, but anything in that realm, obviously, this might get pretty dark. So just as a heads up, but yeah, I really like the look of this and I'm intrigued, and let's get into it. We're going to do play. You Will Not Remain is a short game intended to be played in one sitting. There is no saving. Okay, interesting. Interesting. I might have to record this in 2 episodes, but in one sitting. Okay, what's going on here? It's time to wake up. It's fine with me. I don't know where I am or who I am or what's going on. WASD does not seem to be doing anything. Maybe we'll press spacebar. Again. How many more agains will you have? How long have you been here? Does it matter? Okay, so there we are. We got out of bed. Yeah, I really like the look of this game. It's kind of like old school, I guess, DOS. I have no experience with DOS games at all, but like there's every now and then I play a game that like harkens back, like Return of the Obra Dinn, which was an amazing game that had a really weird, like old school computer style to it. Anyways, I'm assuming that's what this is about. I don't know, but we've got a really interesting character design. Kind of looks like a hunter from Bloodborne. Okay. Let's go interact with this. Let's not interact with that. Let's go down here and interact with this. Let's not interact with that. Let's go. Oh, maybe the purple stuff is only what we can interact with? The leaves are drooping. You should water it. You fill the watering can and take it to the plant. You soak the base, hoping it's both enough and not too much at the same time. You've never been good with plants, and sometimes trying too hard is what kills them. Okay. Yeah, it looks like we can only interact with the purple stuff. There's a purple thing on our TV over here, or whatever that is. I guess that's our outside window. Channel after channel of nothing. Okay. Let's save the screen door for last. Yeah, I really like the look of this beginning screen. You still have plenty of grounds, an instant when you're desperate. You haven't even gone through all the apartments on this floor. So I guess it's the apocalypse. Yeah, if you don't know Lovecraftian, it's kind of like cosmic horror, eldritch stuff. So yeah, I guess it deals with that. And they're talking about coffee here. Making it is as much ritual as it is comfort. You cradle the cup in your hands, warmth seeping into your fingertips. It grows cold as you stare at the sink, the ceiling, the strange shapes your hands make around porcelain. You pour it down the sink, washing the cup before pushing it away, putting it away. Maybe tomorrow will be easier. Okay. What about you? Yeah, this was the screen I saw that was like, oh, that looks really, really nice. So I guess that's some massive eldritch horror in the distance there. Some Cthulhian monster devouring the world. Is it getting bigger? Or was it always that size? If you were prone to poetry, you'd almost say it was beautiful in a fatalistic sort of way. But you're not. Haven't been for some time. You've run out of pretty metaphors for awful things. Yeah, so again, I think the main thing they're going for is themes of negative mental health. Okay, let's go back inside. There's not much else to do. You could walk circles around the apartment, or you could go back to bed. Bark! Bark! Is that a dog? Impossible. It's been weeks since you've been stuck here. You would have surely heard it before this. Bark! 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 Woo! Well, we can go back to bed, but it looks like that would be avoiding this new instance. Let's say yes to something, right? You better go see what it is, just in case. Come on, open the door. You know you can. Can't you? Bark, bark! You can do this. Come on. Like saying the words will help. How? Just do it. It's wrong. Everything is wrong. You don't belong here. You need to get back inside. Bark, bark! It's only down the hall. You can do this. So yeah, I'm not sure what they're going for, but maybe agoraphobia? You know, when you don't want to leave the house, when you're kind of scared of the outside world. Not sure if that's what the intent is here. Bark, bark! There's something wrong with this apartment. Achievement unlocked. The dog's days aren't over with N''T in parentheses. There's something wrong with this apartment. Bark, bark! There's something wrong with that dog. He's got a leaf for a tail. Is that a dog? But it doesn't look like any dog you've seen before. It's thin. Skin stretched tight across ribs. Long body all bones and hard angles. Bark! Hey, it's okay. I'm not here to hurt you. Bark! That's right. Everything is okay. Do you want to come with me? Is that a yes? Okay. I thought it just grew some Cthulhian-esque appendages, but I guess not. And I suppose this is supposed to be the monster's hand, or at least one of them, on the window, huh? Yeah, you can come with me, little guy. Whoa! The dog jumps forwards before you can react. You brace for pain and instead feel the drag of its tongue across your chin. It pants happily as it tries to lick every inch of your face. Whoa, down! It drops to all fours, looking obediently up at you, tongue lolling out of a mouth bisected by wickedly sharp teeth. Well, it's this way, I guess. Okay, come on, buddy. Hopefully I've got some food. You're glad to leave. Something is wrong here. A new kind of emptiness. No bed, no chairs, no life. How did the dog even get here? When the two of you leave, it'll be like nothing has ever been here at all. The dog follows at your heels, nose sniffing furiously at the air. Bark? Just a little further. Over this way, little guy. Here's my place. You know, it's not that crazy, but, you know, it's what I like to call home. The dog runs in ahead of you, tail wagging so hard it makes a loud thump when it slaps the wall. Glad to see you like it. This is enough excitement for one day. It's time to get some sleep. Arr! Bed. Arr! I guess you're sleeping with me. Okay, that works. We can go back outside and check. I wonder, yeah, just like the other games we've been playing, I wonder how linear this game is. Okay, yeah, I love that screen. That is so cool. That's what immediately made me want to play this game. All right, buddy, let's head to bed. You peel back the covers and slide into bed. The dog is a warm, sprawling mass above you, content to be pushed around as you make yourself comfortable. When you've settled the sheets, it lays its head across your neck, warm metallic breath lulling you to sleep. You're dreaming again. You remember being worried about her. You remember waiting anxiously at the door. You remember how the apartment still smelt of her for weeks, the sweetness of her perfume lingering in the sheets. They don't smell like her anymore. Yeah, sorry, 1 second, I just have to check all the purples, you understand. Radio static. Achievement unlocked. Video killed the radio star. No. Stay. No, you can't do this again. If you don't think about it, it's like it never happened. Stay inside. Please. No. Okay, that was odd. Not sure whether the good thing was to go for the door or to interact with that radio, but we did get an achievement. And I like achievements. Okay, I'm up. That's certainly one way to be woken up. You can't complain, though. Not when it saved you from... Right, you have a dog now. A very strange-looking dog. Yeah, I'm not sure what's exactly going on. It sounds like he's got ferocious teeth. He looks nice enough. He looks like Santa's little helper from The Simpsons. But yeah, he looks like he's got a leafy-on tail. Let's water the plant. You water the plant. Has it gotten bigger? It's not dead. Maybe that means something. Okay, 1 second, little guy. Let me go, I'll be selfless. I'll give you food first. Actually, that might progress the story. You make coffee just like every other morning. You cradle the cup in your hand, staring at the walls and the cage of your fingers around the cup until the liquid cools. Just like every other morning. But this time something is different. The dog is here, looking more at home than you've ever felt. The coffee is cold, but you drink it anyway. Bitter all the way down. Are you hungry? You're lucky we don't have any neighbors. You get it water, then fill a bowl with what's in the fridge. Patience, sausages. I'm sorry, what? Patience? Sausages and double toasted bread. You hope it's good enough. When you set it down, the dog lunges desperately towards the food. It's eating so fast you barely see it chew. You better not throw that up. Hey man, I have enough pets to know. Don't expect throw up not to happen. That's almost like a twice a week thing for me with my cats. What is this? Well, you fed the dog, may as well feed yourself. You cook with whatever you can find, thankful for the electric stovetop. You eat from the pan standing over the stove. No one's here to judge you. You've already fed the dog. What do they want? Looks like he wants to go outside, but let's let us go outside real quick and check the Cthulian situation. Still can't interact with it, even though it's purple. Okay, let's head back inside. You want to leave? Okay, you're the boss. Let's go outside. It's easier to manage the terror that climbs up your spine when the dog is so happy to be outside. Where are we going? Hold your horses. Okay, looks like we can't do anything with that one, even though it's got a very oddly shaped door thing. Looks like a big pair of lips. You've never been up here. Oh, you're worried if you stare too long, you might fall in. The dog stares at you, imploring, and for a moment its eyes flash violet. No, you're imagining things. It's just a dog. Throw the ball. Message received. I wonder if we can view this big thing in the distance. Nope, not yet. You can almost ignore the lilac glow when you're playing fetch. Forget for a moment that vast, otherworldly thing stretching through the sky. Okay, so yeah, I mean, on a very surface level, this thing would obviously represent, depression or just, I guess, closing one out of experiencing their life in a positive way, right? That's what I'm assuming they're going for, but that's obviously super duper surface level. So I guess we'll just continue to see. The dog doesn't seem worried about it. What time is it? Noon? Evening? Probably midday. At least one of them. Maybe even all of them. I think that's enough for one day. We can come back tomorrow. Okay. Say goodbye to the big mass of Cthulian terror. We'll call you, I don't know if you're going to have, we'll just call you Leafeon. Let's go. Someone's in a rush? Mwah. Didn't take you long to figure out home. The dog looks proud of itself. Okay then. You're so tired. When was the last time your lungs had tasted fresh air? You can't remember. I'm sorry, I think that's all I have for today. I guess this is my life now. Well, things are improving, right? At least? A bit. You crawl under the covers. You still haven't washed them, not since... The dog lays atop of you, heavier than expected, seeing as it's skin and bone. It cuddles into you, knife-long teeth a whisper from your throat. You can feel its heartbeat through the blanket, the gentle expanding of its chest beneath your hand. You wish this was over. Okay, so once again, we're in this dream state. Last time the door was knocking. I wonder what would have happened if we interacted with that. I'm not sure. It seems like one of them is avoiding the problem. This is a thing that I had to learn in life, and I'm sure we all have to learn in life, is that, you know, not dealing with the issue or subverting our actual emotions and trying to bury them, whether intentionally or unintentionally, never works. It's so much better to just fully feel it, even though I think our natural inclination as human beings is to go away from it. Right? So I went through a pretty rough breakup at one point, and yeah, I did not feel better until I just let myself fully feel all of those negative emotions. So I don't want to be avoiding what that is in the context of this game, but I'm not really sure what that is. But looks like all we can do is interact with the radio again. Stay inside. If you don't let them in, they can't get inside. Silence. No sound. No thought. You type in her number into your phone, you know it off by heart. The sound of the buttons are a familiar melody. Ring, ring. It rings out. You try again and again and again. Ring, ring. Nothing. Miles and miles of nothing. Maybe she's fine. You try to convince yourself. Don't let anyone in that isn't already inside. She has to be inside. Maybe already downstairs just in time. Just in time. Okay, I'm up. Woof! Okay, let's make sure to feed the plant once more. When you touch the soil, it's bone dry. It seems like it's always thirsty. A need so deep it couldn't be slaked by an ocean. You used to know something about need. Now you won't let yourself remember what it means to need anything, let alone want it. First things first. Coffee. You make it, hold the cup until the liquid cools. You look down at it, foreign in your unfamiliar hands. You pour it down the sink. You win some, you lose some. Woof! Here you go. You're slowly getting used to living with the dog. How long has it been now? You can't remember. You should probably name them. Yeah, that's what I was going to say, is it probably is going to have a name in the context of the story, since the dog seems to obviously be very important. What's your name? You can't keep calling them dog after all. Woof! That's very helpful. How about Rex? Marble? Marble sink? Gas stove? Okay, this is the worst namer of all time. Okay, Shank? Lamb Shank? Lamb Shank? Really? All right, you're the boss. The newly named Lambshank looks absurdly pleased with himself. Fine. Okay, let's go outside. Well, one second. Let me go outside first. Let's see if there's any new developments here. I guess not. Okay. Goodbye, big giant Cthulian monster. Reminding me of Cloverfield. That purple at the top right's throwing me off, but again, I guess it's just to show the monster is always perpetually wriggling. Let's go, Lambshank. I wanted to call you Leafeon, but I have this OCD thing about not wanting to keep... I want to keep everything in... Like, so many people, like YouTubers and Twitch streamers, always seem to make everything a joke when it comes to names, but I'm the exact opposite. I like to get invested in the stuff that I'm playing. I want it to be, like, you know, in-world friendly. So calling this thing Leafeon is a constant reminder that it's, like, you know, constantly breaking that immersion, even if it's, like, by 1%. Nothing has changed. The sky is. It's there. Don't think about it. How long has it been since you became stuck here? Someone could tell you it had been weeks, months, or years, and you'd believe them. It's not like you can see the sun anymore. Sometimes you forget what other people look like. The way their skin feels, how the muscles in their back shift when you hold them. Just the thought of touching someone makes your skin crawl. You feel claustrophobic and desperate at the same time. Wrong. That's enough. Time to go back. Woof! Yeah, so far, obviously everything is, of course, a major allegory to mental health. I'm forging my own opinions about it and kind of my own experiences that I'll probably talk about at the conclusion. And for anybody that's watched me on my other stuff over on YouTube and on Twitch, you've probably heard a lot of that stuff before, but I'll try to condense it. But anyways, yeah, just trying to be contemplative about what this game is trying to say. Ruff! Because sometimes video games handle it pretty well. I would say so far this game is where it doesn't just beat you over the head with extreme obvious symbology. Although, again, if that giant Cthulhian monster is really like, depression, then that's a little obvious. But, you know, for the scope of the game, that could definitely fit. Looks like we can go back outside again, interestingly enough. This is our food, right? You should eat something, but maybe you shouldn't. You only ate 5 minutes ago, right? Or was it 5 days? Do you think I should eat lamb shank? Woof! Okay, good call. You cook a meal of whatever you can find and eat it over the stovetop. I'm coming. Don't know what that music is. Yeah, it seems like every time we go outside and check, there's nothing new, so I think we'll just go to bed once more. You and Lamb Shank are used to this dance by now. You settle in together and drift to sleep. You do anything to wake up, but that isn't how this works. Don't look at the sky. The sky? What's wrong with the sky? What could have possibly happened to the sky? See if we can interact with the radio, even though it doesn't have a highlight. I guess not. How? It hurts to look at. It's wrong. Not made for this world, but somehow captivating all the same. That's pretty much Lovecraftian stuff in a nutshell, right? It's something that kind of stresses the brain because the brain can't understand how something could even exist like that, which does deeply terrify me in games that have those elements, such as Outer Wilds, which I won't say anything else about. But why? Maybe you're imagining things. You must be. This isn't real. This can't be real. A fever dream, surely. If you go back inside, the world will return to normal. It has to. She'll come home and everything will be the way that it always was. But we all know that's not how this ends. This is your public service announcement. The voice is robotic, clinical and detached while the world forever changes. Do not let anyone in that comes from outside for the safety of yourself and others. We repeat, do not let anyone in from outside. No. Our homes are as safe as long as we are in them. Do not let anyone in that returns from the outside. We repeat, people from the outside are displaying signs. Predictable. You take care of the plant. You don't feel like you're there when you water it. Your hands unfamiliar, your body unfamiliar, your mind alien even after all this time. You used to go to bed excited for your morning coffee. Now it's just another thing you do. You used to wonder when the power would turn off. You don't wonder about much of anything anymore. Ruff, ruff. It's time to feed Lambshank. Yeah, I guess the power shouldn't... Yeah, this apartment should be powered if we're in the apocalypse, right? So I'm not sure if we've hallucinated the radio. Well, the radio's during the dream only, right? So that would make sense. But have we heard anything from the TV? I don't remember, because that was only like the first night. You fill up the food bowl. Okay, let's go outside, Lambshank. Lambshank lights it on the... Lambshank lights it on the balcony. You don't. Something about him shifts under the lilac sky, pushing to be free. He looks hungrier out here, more alien. Okay, well, let's go back inside, Lambshank. Lambshank has decided it's time for fetch. Ruff! Let's go. We've been through this dance before. Also, I like that the rug looks like a big, giant open eye. Ruff! So I think with games like this, where they're pretty linear, obviously trying to say something very small type games, especially in scale, I feel like you have to have some little gameplay element that keeps the player engaged. Because, like, I don't know, you think about something like Undertale, right? And the combat system was actually really fun and interesting, at least for me, you know, But without that, you kind of have Undertale's quirkiness and all that sort of stuff, which is great. But I do think that critical component of that gameplay needs to be there. That's kind of my thing with, you know, walking simulators. A good example is Edith Finch. If I remember correctly, there were some, it's been a while since I played that, but there were a bunch of different little gameplay elements as well as trying to, you know, say something. So even if it's a game on this scale, I feel like you just need some little, I don't know what it would be. I don't know if it would detract from, you know, the overall tone and story, but yeah, that's my kind of thing with games like this. But I digress. Okay, let's go outside, lamb chop. Lamb shank. Ruff! I will throw the ball. Sometimes you think about going outside and being done with it all. Finished. But you have Lambshank now. You won't walk down the stairs and pry the boarded doors open, fingernails catching on wood and nails as you claw yourself out. No, you'll stay here. For however long that is. Time to go, Lambshank. Ruff! Let's go, buddy. Ruff! So yeah, there are, I think there was like 4 achievements. In fact, I can check really quick. There are 8 achievements, in fact. So yeah, as always with like pretty linear games like this, I wonder like how many achievements we might be missing or what we could be doing to get those other achievements. But so far, once again, it just seems to be pretty linear. Time for bed? Huh? That's weird. You can hear something. Hello? What? Is anyone there? No, you're imagining things. It's not possible. It can't be. Hey, it's okay. I'm okay. Are you? Lambshank's eyes are wide, body trembling above yours, scared. You've never seen him like this before. Did the radio frighten him? Everything feels so fuzzy. You pet Lambshank, running fingers down his spine, each vertebrae sharp against them. You're so tired. What should you do? This is your public service announcement. The people from outside are marked. They can only get in if you let them. We cannot stress this enough. Do not let her in. She will hurt you. Wait, what? Yeah, so that's what I thought was going on, is the radio is obviously, you know, symbolic of this relationship that seems to have ended badly, or has just ended, and then put this person into a downward spiral of depression, and we're trying not to feel those feelings. Please, let me in. She's here. She's safe. Do not let them in. They will hurt you. Please, babe, let me in. I'm scared. We repeat, they will hurt you. You're at the door, unable to open it. Heart beating so hard you can taste blood in the back of your throat. You want to let her in, you do, but nothing feels real. Everything feels real. You try to move to open the door, but your body isn't responding. It's like watching someone else, like you're no longer there, like you're watching yourself like someone else would watch you. Babe, please, I'm so scared. So are you. White noise. White, you don't think you could let her in if you wanted to. Not safe! The screaming starts. You are brittle, and this is what breaks you. I'm up, Lambshank. I'm up. Is anything real? Okay, now we've got something to the top right. Well, I kind of want to do this all in one sitting, yeah, to get the full effect, but unfortunately, I have no idea how long this game is. And currently, unfortunately, it's one of those weeks where I'm on a really tight recording schedule and can't, you know, extend this until we finish it in one episode. So unfortunately, we will have to call it here, and I'm going to continue to record this right as soon as I hit end in a separate recording. So if you want to see the conclusion, this will be the next episode, unless this game is just way longer than I thought it was. But yeah, hopefully the fact that they said to complete it in one sitting means that we're at least halfway, because I do want to get the full effect before I have to go do other things as per my schedule. But nevertheless, thanks so much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you enjoyed this episode. We'll finish this hopefully and talk about what it was going for in the next one. Remember, liking the video, leaving comments, and subscribing with the bell turned on all helps out this channel grow. Thanks to those that do that, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.